channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make Blove's Life famous seafood boil. I do switch it up a little bit. I tweak the ingredients a little bit to my own liking, so feel free to do that for yours as well as you go along. So first things first, we have a pot of water on the stove right now, just getting to a boil. First thing we're going to do is take half an onion and thinly slice the onion to throw in there first. We're going to give the water some flavor so that our seafood and the potatoes and corn get some of that flavor from the onion, garlic. We're going to throw in some chicken stock as well, Old Bay seasoning and salt. So I just kind of throw it in there. Same thing with the garlic. I don't dice or mince the garlic, I just dice it and make it chunky. I don't mind if it's not very thin, so again, you can do it however you like it. I also use the cubed chicken stock. You can get these at the grocery store as well, and I put one chicken stock in there total, 1 cube. Cut it in half, throw it in. And once it's done, okay, I'll get you guys a closer view of what it looks like, what's going on in there, so you can get a better view. For garlic, I use about 4 cloves in the water. Just kind of dice. About 4 pieces for each clove. I like my sauce chunky, but you can dice it very thin if you like. Well, you guys can't see this, I'll give you a close up. I like pre-peeled garlic, so much easier to work with when you're cooking. They even have like pre-minced garlic they sell in jars at the grocery store. It saves you so much time. Because peeling garlic takes forever. After we put the garlic and the onion in the boil is lemon. So wash that bad boy off, throw this garlic in there first, get that going. Lemon, this is a huge lemon, so I think I'm only going to use half of it to go in there. So, I diced the lemon into 4 pieces. What I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze the juice out into the boiling water, and then I just leave the lemon wedges in there as well. So you really get that extra flavor. And last but not least is Old Bay and salt. So I usually just do a teaspoon or a tablespoon, excuse me, of each. Oil. Salt. I know Bloves usually uses accent salt, but I don't have accent salt, so I'm just using sea salt, and it tastes just as fine, so don't have to worry about that. Now we're just going to give that all a good mix, and I will show you guys what it looks like close up. Alright, so just so you guys can see as well, I have some corn, potatoes ready, extra lemons, all my seasonings, and just so you have an idea of what everything else kind of looks like. And over here is what's happening with our boil. So I usually just give that a mix one time, just so all of the salt and the chicken stock and everything could just be mixed in. And then we'll just leave it there while we're getting everything else ready. Boil. I have defrosted some snow crab and some lobster tails. These are little small lobster tails, so we're only going to cook those for about a minute per ounce, and they're about 3 ounces, so 3 minutes. And then I also have some grilled snow crab. Just going to give these guys a nice little rinse. And I'll continue to leave those to defrost over cold water. Next thing we're going to do is wash these potatoes and throw those in the boil, because these I find take the longest to get fully cooked. So we're going to throw these in. And the amount of food that I'm making, probably good for at least 4 people. And if you like a lot of sauce, depending on how much sauce your friends and family want, I usually use 1 full brick of butter, and that's enough for 4 to 5 people. But like I said, you can always just play with it and add more or less or whatever you would prefer. I usually put the potatoes in a couple minutes before the corn, because I want them both to be done at the same time. And potatoes, like I said earlier, do take a little bit longer, so we can get these guys ready. And then next we're going to get the sauce ready. So after I give this seafood a good scrub, we will move to the sauce. Fun part. And I just use the frozen crab from the grocery stores. Obviously, you can use fresh live crab as well, or lobster, or whatever it is. Up to your preference. Just really want to wash it well. These are so dirty. The crab and the lobster. The crab I usually put in for about 10 to 12 minutes, depending on the size of your crab. Corn and potatoes I do about 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, add these bad boys in now. And I usually leave it on high heat as well. Try to speed up the process. And I like to add some red peppers, jalapeno, cucumber, and lemons as a garnish. So you can use that as well with the sauce, and it is really good. I'm just going to leave those off to the side. Wash a couple lemons, just like those later on. Alright, now to the fun part. Okay, back to the onion and the garlic. We're not done with those guys yet. So I have about half an onion here now. Like I said earlier, I like extra onion. So we are going to do about an onion and a half almost, actually. I want to make extra thick. Garlic cloves, you can do anywhere from 4 to 6, totally up to your preference. My friends and family like it extra chunky, extra garlicky, extra everything. So that's how we will do it. Alright, so I'm just going to dice the onion and the garlic, and then we will start on the sauce. See you guys in a minute. Alright, so onions down. I'm going to add that to the pan, as well as butter. Leave it on low heat while I'm getting everything else ready. So full stick of butter. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this in the pan. Put that on low heat. Alright, so I'll show you guys a close-up of what's going on. And I'm telling you guys, it is so much easier if you have your friends and family doing this with you. It's fun, and it's also 10 times quicker. So if you have that option, definitely use people around you. So right here I have the boil with the corn, the potatoes, onion, garlic, Old Bay seasoning, salt, lemon, And that's pretty much it. So it's looking pretty good. And over here on the pan, I just have some onion and butter, unsalted full stick of butter. So I left that on low heat so that I'm able to dice the garlic and then add that in, and then we can add the seasonings. Get you guys back on there so you can see what's happening. I'm gonna dice the garlic, add that in there, and then I will be back to show you guys how to add the seasonings. Peace. But before I added all the seasonings, then I want to show you guys a little bit what it looks like. So we have the onion and the garlic along with one block of butter on the pan right now. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what it looks like. Alright, so come with me. Alright, so here is the sauce of what we started so far. So that's the one brick of butter, the onion, I used about 1.5 onions, and then I used about 6 cloves of garlic in there, finely minced. And then over here we have our boil with the corn, the potatoes are underneath there, and with the seasonings that I mentioned earlier, along with some lemon, garlic, and half an onion. So that's what we have so far. Now we're gonna go ahead and start off adding all the seasonings in. I'm gonna give you guys a better view of what that looks like in a second. Alright, so when I am measuring my seasonings, I just like to get a bowl, add them all in there, and then transfer it to the pan. It's just my personal preference. And I use a tablespoon for each seasoning except the cayenne, and I usually do 2 for cayenne and 2 for Cajun as well. So like I said earlier, you can tweak it as you like. Less spicy, more spicy, whatever you like. So first I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of salt. More like 3/4 the way. Brown sugar, 1 tablespoon. This adds a little bit of sweetness in there. Old Bay seasoning, 1 tablespoon. Oregano, 1 tablespoon. Pepper, I just do like 20 turns full of pepper. Chili flakes, I usually do 1 tablespoon, but some people find it pretty spicy, so if you don't like it too spicy, I would start off with half, or even 1 teaspoon would be enough. Yeah, if I want more, I'll add more later. Cayenne, I'll do 2. 2 tablespoons. Paprika, 1 tablespoon. Woo! It's a little bit more than 2 tablespoons, okay. That's why we're putting it in a bowl first. Garlic powder, 1 tablespoon. Lemon pepper, 1 tablespoon. Onion powder, 1 tablespoon. So many seasonings that go in this. But like I said, if you don't have all the seasonings, or if you have, less and more, or whatever it is, don't worry. It's still going to be good. Right? And Cajun. 2 tablespoons for the Cajun. Woo. Got all excited there. All right, and then Tabasco, I usually do about 3 to 4 dashes. If you want it a lot spicier, obviously you can go ahead and add more. I just add this directly into the butter mixture, and then I add the powder in after. I'll show you guys what it will all look like. Alright, sorry that I'm showing you guys the ceiling half the time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did a little extra, I lied. Alright, Tabasco. Let's mix everything up a little bit here. It's still on low heat. I'm going to increase it as soon as I add all the seasonings in, so it can really cook. It's looking a little thick because I put extra onion today. If I do feel like it's still too thick in a little while, I will just add more butter. Alright, now let's add the seasonings. So here we go. Everything's kind of mixed in there. And I just dump it all in. Can you guys see? I'm actually just going to chop this up, so you guys can just kind of get an idea. I don't know if that will work. Whatever. You guys get the point. So that's still going. I'm going to increase the heat to about medium to high heat. And you can just see how delicious that looks. All the garlic. Definitely gonna add more butter. Decided that. Our corn over here is looking pretty good. Potatoes, I'm sure, are doing well as well. I'm gonna leave that on there for another 10 minutes or so, and then we're gonna add in the crab and the lobster. You don't want to put the heat on too high because I find that the onions just get very thin. You don't want them to be too thin. So I cooked the sauce for about maybe 10 minutes. Put the heat a little bit lower. And I'm going to grab some more butter. All right.